Draft a letter from the district educational officer to all the headmasters of the government schools, including aided and unaided schools, instructing them not to collect funds from the students for celebrating the important occasions like the Independence Day and the Republic Day and certain others. Instances are many where in certain schools students are being compelled to collect funds rather than voluntary. Grants were being given by the government for the purpose. Instances have come to the notice that certain teachers are absenting themselves from the classes, resulting in not completing the prescribed syllabus as per schedule. No such instances in future will be tolerated and stern action taken against erring schools. Dereliction of duty by the teachers will be dealt with severely. Draft a complaint to the Assistant Supply Officer, Civil Supplies Department of your area against a dealer of the fair price shop that, in spite of instructions from higher authorities for the supply of additional quota of sugar and palm oil, in addition to the usual supply for the coming festival, the dealer refused to supply, resulting in hardship to you. Request for immediate supply besides taking appropriate action against the dealer. Write a memorandum to the Minister for Sports and Cultural Affairs. Government of Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad, requesting him to encourage sports and games activities. Release of grants should be liberal to registered associations so that activities can be carried on regularly. The youth, both educated and uneducated, can be prevented from indulging themselves in antisocial activities as they are doing so out of frustration, not knowing how to spend time in the absence of any employment. Also state that sports activities keep the youth in good spirits besides improving their health and physique. Write a letter to the editor of a daily stating dowry deaths have become a daily routine. Accepting dowry is not only inhuman and uncivilized but also a crime, and for no fault of the bride, she is becoming a victim. Appeal to the youth and parents not to resort to such a social evil, as major responsibility lies on men, not only women's organizations, but men's organizations also should hold meetings and personal contacts to bring in a positive changes in their outlook. Write an appeal to the students of shorthand, advising them to be debated, determined, regular, and sincere in their daily practice. Ask them to pay utmost attention while taking down dictations and reading them back without anybody's aid, which builds up confidence in them besides improving their vocabulary. Also, remind them to be always active both physically and mentally in order to memorize matters, as shorthand is not a language by itself but an aid to memory. Make a mention that good stenographers are always in demand and they command good respect amongst their colleagues and capture more influence. Addressing the members of the Bar Council at Hyderabad, the President of India said, "It gives me great pleasure to be with you this evening and say a few words to the members of the Bar Council. Perhaps you are all aware that I was also a member of the Bar Council and practiced at the High Court of Madras. I renounced my practice and entered the freedom movement at the behest of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. He inspired me and also my colleagues in those days not only with his teachings but also his deeds. One of the criticism that is often leveled against the legal system is the inordinate delay in the disposal of cases, as it would ultimately tend to defeat the very purpose for which the legal institutions were established. It is quite natural that when a litigation runs into years and the litigants are not in a position to obtain relief promptly with regard to their disputes and the wrongs done to them, they feel unhappy. The delay caused in the disposal of most of the cases not only defeats the very purpose of seeking the remedy but also brings disrepute to the entire judicial system. It is true that the complexities of modern life and the enforcement of rule of law has imposed rigorous demands on the legal institutions in the country, resulting in delay of disposal of cases. However, no effort should be spared to dispense justice as quickly as possible. One of the causes ascribed for the inordinate delay in the disposal of cases is the cumbersome, wasteful, and time consuming procedures. The fate of a law enacted by the legislature is made to depend upon the procedural techniques. It is very often said that the procedure becomes an end in itself and not a means to an end. It is therefore necessary that the procedural laws, to the extent they hamper the speedy dispensation of justice, must be improved and amended. In the process of suitably changing the procedures, it should not be forgotten that the advocates play an important role in contributing to the improvement of the system as a whole by discouraging such delays and finding out ways and means to ensure expeditious disposal of the cases. There are quite a large number of ways which the members of the council could think about the consider for the quick and speedy settlement of disputes. Exploration of methods of resolving conflicts outside the courts by negotiation and compromise can provide excellent means of solving problems without the expense and delay which go along with the litigation in our country. Constitution of village panchayats to deal with the small and petty disputes and to administer conciliation proceeding could also help in a small way in avoiding unnecessary litigation. It is for you, the lawyers, to give a serious thought to these problems which are of grave and vital importance. India is no doubt committed to the concept of welfare state. Our constitution guarantees equality before law and equal protection of laws. The needs of all sections of society are matters of public concern. Our leaders are stressing this science since the very inception of the constitution. We have, in our choice of democratic means, attempted to ensure that our laws reflected the aspirations of our people. If the poor and underprivileged are left without effective remedies, there can be scarcely equality before law and equal protection of laws for the bulk of Indian citizens. I would like to strongly urge upon the legal profession to recognize the importance of legal aid.